Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and today I have a nice old Jaguar I'd like to show you. Come on over and take a look at it. This car, I was very pleased to get this car. We actually bought it earlier this year from a local guy who had owned it for over 20 years. And the car popped up, he approached us, I purchased the car, I was very pleased to get it. And what I want to emphasize on this car, this is an unrestored car. It's a 1964 Series I 3.8 Jaguar Coupe. It's not a flat floor car, it has the recessed floors, but it is a Series I 3.8. It is a numbers matching car. We have the heritage certificate, we verified all the numbers, the chassis number is correct, the plate is still on the car. I'll show you the chassis number is still on the picture frame of the car. The engine, both the cylinder head and the block match the heritage certificate. So what we know from the heritage certificate, the car was built February 17th, 1964. This is the correct original color combination, cream with red. Was shipped to Jaguar Cars, New York. Date of dispatch was February 27th, 64. So it is a numbers matching car. So let's start. It's a car, it was repainted probably within the last 20 years. Nicely done repaint. I want to say, again, this is not a concours car. It's not a completely original car. It's just a nice old Jag that has just been maintained and driven. As we look at some of the chrome trim, paint overall is quite nice on the car. Not perfect, but quite nice. There's some blemishes, like on the chrome trim right here, on the front grille guard. There's a little bit of pitting right here. The overall bumpers are nice. The lenses are all nice. I am pretty sure that all of the trim is original on the car. I don't think it was ever replated or ever re-chromed. There's no evidence of accident damage in the front. Kind of unusual for these. Left bumper's nice, left lenses are nice, the lenses on the headlights are all nice. As we open the bonnet up on the car, of course, it's the 3.8 triple carb. Since we had this car for a while, we did a lot of work on it. This is one of those cars that we liked it, and you'll see at the end of the year we're sort of gathering up all the cars that have been hanging around and now offering them for sale. Some of the things we did to this car, we pulled the radiator out and had it checked at a radiator shop just to make sure it was flowing properly. I also added a thermostatically controlled additional electric cooling fan on the front of the radiator. The car still has its original electric airplane propeller fan, which I'm amazed it lasted this long with just that. It works properly, the small original fan, but I like on these cars to add the additional cooling capacity of the electric fan, the second electric fan on the front. So that has been installed. We did a complete tune-up on the car. We did valve cover gaskets on the car. We also replaced both flex downpipes and the exhaust. You'll see in the photos of the chassis, they have been replaced. We did the upper transmission mount on the car, the one that's right there. We did motor mounts on the car. Just a lot of odds and ends. We also did, the front brakes were a little erratic from not being used a lot. So we bought from Moss, they offer what I think is a pretty cool kit. You can buy new front calipers, new front lines, new front pads, an entire kit. And we installed that on the front of the front brakes of the car. And that improved it quite a bit. The rear brakes and the parking brake are functioning on the car. We also put a set of Verestein tires on it, Sprint Classics, a new battery. And if we come around to this side of the car, I wanted to also show you, this car has the original data plate over here. And then I'll show you we also have the original correct VIN number on the front radiator support or picture frame. So the data plate is here. Numbers are all correct. I believe these are original rivets. This paint was cleaned up a little bit in this corner, but I don't think this has ever been removed from the car. Over there, up in the corner, and we took photographs of that. You can just barely see it, is the correct chassis number on the car. So that's original to the car. We have the correct cylinder head number according to the heritage certificate. And then I can't show you in the video, but down there where it's always hard to find is the correct block number. And all of those we have photography for you, photos to take a look at. So it is not concours. It could be detailed a little better, but it's a nice driving early Series I car. I am pleased. I believe the bonnet fit, the door fitment, all of the shut lines I think are original Jaguar, and everything is nice and straight. Coming along the side of the car, cool mirror, of course. I think it's all original. There's a little bit of bubbling in the paint along here. There's 2 bubbles here. Nothing here. And I'll show you, there's a little bubble underneath, but not a lot. And it is nice and solid all through its rockers. And underneath, when you look at the chassis photos, you'll be looking at original floors on this car. Just very solid underneath. We don't come across cars like this that often that are just kind of in this suspended state, that they've stayed like this for so long. So the interior of the car, I think, is particularly neat. I think a lot of it was replaced, and I'm saying that because it looks too good to be original. It is the correct, thicker, heavier leather. It has real nice patina going on, some creases, no particular wear marks anywhere. The door cards are nice. The leather's nice on them. I think this is leather, not vinyl. All the door handles and everything are correct and original. Steering wheel's original. The dash cap is in nice condition. I show you in the driving video, rocker switches are working, gauges and instrumentation are all working. Radio does not work. We did have new carpet inserts, just the horizontal pieces made because the originals were a little worn out. And of course the coupes have the cool, in the back here, this thing that flips up and down, which I think is neat. That's all there, it's all original. All the little hardware and everything works on the car. The little vent wings work well. Coming along the back of the car, same thing. There's a little bit of patina on the chrome here, the bumper, but the lenses are very nice. So I happen to like patina on cars. To me, that shows how well they've held up. This is one of those cars. Just a nice patinaed car. The rear, clamshell. Being an early car, it has the original early. I love this little chrome stay. It goes right there, holds it up. Again, this is really nice condition overall. We have pictures with the spare tire out. The spare tire well is nice. And if you hold that picture for a minute, I can show you again how this folds down. I actually really like the E-Type coupes. I've always loved them just because they're different, they're neat, and all the space inside. Let's see, going along this side, right side bumper, same thing. There are no dents or dings. There's a little tiny ding right there. But again, I'm pretty sure all that trim is original. This side of the car, same thing. I can feel a little bit of bubbling there, nothing on this door. This is nice and clean here. Nice and hollow sounding, which is what you want. Passenger side door card is very nice. Handles are nice. The glove box enclosure is nice. Passenger seat is the same thing, it's excellent, really nice condition. Has all its original seat belts. And same thing, that's a nice closing Jaguar door. This shut seam is really nice, going all around there. So coming around the front of the car, all of this trim between the bonnet and the wings is nice. So to me it's a special car. 64 Series I, 3.8, has the original 4-speed Moss gearbox. It has been maintained and serviced nicely. We just did a bunch of work on it while we've owned this car. It drives nicely, it's fun, but it definitely, with the Moss box and a 3.8, it's an older Jag, an older, earlier E-Type. Great performance. You'll see it in the test drive. Drives well, revs easily. So if you're looking for something like this, that has some nice patina but still is a gorgeous car, please consider this car. Ask us any questions you may have. We'll be happy to answer them. As always, we invite anyone to come and inspect the car and take a look at it. It's a neat one. I was really pleased to get this car. It's being sold with a clear, clean Pennsylvania title because it was a local car. So I'll be pleased to hopefully find a nice new home for this lovely old Jag. Thanks for taking the time and watching the video.